Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video, and I'm going to talk about a newly shown Hot Toys product, and this time we have the Venompool from the Contest of Champions Marvel game. So now, as Comic-Con has ended, a lot of the figures that they showed at Comic-Con are now being put on pre-order. They're actually putting 4 figures on pre-order. The official images have all come out for them, which is quite exciting all at once. So check my my channel for other coverage on these. I am making a video for Rocket as well as the Iron Patriot 2.0. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the Venompool figure. This is like a crazy figure. To be honest, I think it looks cool. I don't know if it's worth it for Hot Toys to make this. I think other companies making this character would be awesome, but for Hot Toys, I don't think this is a great figure for Hot Toys to make, to be honest. But let's get into actually what you get with it. So as far as the head sculpts are concerned, there is 2. For the exclusive edition, it will come with a secondary head sculpt, which is him with his mouth closed, big grin. I really like the head sculpts, just both of them in general. I think look really cool. Love the way that the eyes are sculpted and that you can see like the wrinkles in the costume around the black of the eyes. The teeth look very neat as well. I think that having an additional head is really a necessary accessory for like an exclusive. I would recommend purchasing the exclusive. However, I think that the better head sculpt is, of course, the standard one with the open mouth with the big long venom tongue. I definitely think that's quite worth it. This figure is so bulky that he's going to be hard to pose. You can put him in something like this, which is just really standard, the slightest of an elbow bend, but it's mainly just him standing there, and this thing's so big and impressive that he's still going to look great. However, you're just not going to be able to pose him much at all, I think, other than something like this. But the thing's just nuts. As you can see, there is a cut with from the shoulder to the actual body, and therefore the shoulder can be moved freely. The arms do not have a cut, it's all just the costume, and it looks like it's a bit of a combination between like a Deadpool figure and a Hulk figure, where it looks like it must be rubberized on the outside. However, it's got the fine detail of like a Deadpool suit. So I'll be interested to see like if it cracks over time, or if it cracks over just kind of using the actual rubber, because with all rubber figures they will deteriorate in some way. So with something like this, it looks like probably the furthest bend that you can get is about what this arm is doing, and it creates a massive crease which just doesn't look good, and again it's stressing the figure, which is unfortunate. He's very cool looking though. It also looks like he has no thigh swivel, because in every single shot, no matter where his foot is positioned, the leg is always pointed forward, and that just looks a little weird. Obviously, to make the shot look better, they would have rotated this leg to match the direction of the knee or the foot, but they're not, so I'm guessing that there's no capability of swiveling the thighs. He does have little tendrils that can come over his back, very Venom-like. He does come with a phone that says an urgent call. It's a massive phone, which is fun, very Deadpool-like. Yeah, overall, like, all the poses are very awkward, as you can see. The best looking poses for this figure seem to just be like this one, where he's just standing, which he looks awesome when he's standing, don't get me wrong, but he's just not going to be able to pose very well. This is a great figure for a statue company to make. I think that a statue company could put him in a really cool pose, which would obviously be feasible for them to do, and he's just such an impressive looking character that would be really neat. Now, like, he's got some detail in his face, but it's not like they're sculpting an actor. And, although you look at this and it looks great, it really looks very realistic, to the game at least. And it looks just like it has wonderful paint. However, this type of thing is so much easier to sculpt than a human being, like trying to match somebody's likeness, as opposed to this, which is just a monster-esque character. It's so much easier to do. So I think 10 companies can make a figure that's just as good looking practically. I don't think you really need Hot Toys to be making this one, but they are, so, I think that it's cool nonetheless. It's a neat item. I would imagine it's going to be quite expensive, probably a little bit above $400, I'd say, probably within the $400 and $500 range, which I think is quite high, and there's kind of nothing else like this. The only comparable type of thing that they've done are the Spider-Man figures from the game they've been making, and they showed at Comic-Con. This is the only other kind of like game main character that they've done from Marvel before, so you can't really display it with anybody unless you have some other figures from different studios, like the Sideshow Deadpool, or even the movie Deadpools he'd look okay with, but it's just, this is an item that's really not needed, and to be honest, there's so many other cool characters and people that they could have done. I think that it would have been better if they spent their time on those. However, this is a very impressive piece, not really needing a Hot Toys treatment, I think, but nonetheless, it's impressive. So overall, there's my thoughts on this new Venompool from the Contest of Champions Marvel game. Let me know what you guys think of it, and thanks so much for watching.